Voiceover, not an easy career. You have to be dedicated to learning, exploring, finding creative, innovative, new ways of promoting and improving. Put in long hours, hard work, and dedication to getting the job done. And find the right tools and mix to make that happen. If you have the passion, drive, and dedication to stick to it, if you can get up each time you fail, learn from it, and keep going without quitting, then keep it tuned in here. It's time to wake the VO flock up, people, and make VO magic happen. Let's talk voiceover. Come fly with Phoenix. Hey guys, how's it going? Hope your VO day is absolutely wonderful. Here to talk today about headshots. As a voiceover, do we need headshots? Where and why would we need headshots? That's a question that a lot of voiceovers have really struggled with, especially starting out. You know, you're in a booth, it's your voice that should be the main focus for you and your business. That actually is your main calling card, yes. But your headshot, as well as a business card, are another marketing funnel you need to be taking care of. Hey, so let's get right into it today. Let's see. All right. So, first question, where and why would they be used? Well, do we really need them? Yes. Agents, talent directories, your casting directories and sites, studio rosters, your social media profiles. That's right. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. A LinkedIn study has actually found that people are not as interested in you, and this includes LinkedIn now, without a picture on your profile. Why is that? Well, your profile picture is going to basically engage the person looking at it, and it's going to draw them into your profile. Sorry, already need a bit of hydration. All right. Agents need it so they can market you. It's a marketing tool they're going to have to be able to put in the file with your resume. And yes, you do need a voiceover resume. But that's for another time. Talent directories, such as these ones here, you need a headshot. You just need it. Now you can see the one in the middle there has like Harry Potter. Not so good. You need a proper professional headshot. Your casting directories, your studios, they're going to want to see your headshot, not so much because it's something that they need to have on file to be able to typecast you for an actual acting job. Pardon me, but a lot of voiceovers actually do some on-camera work as well. Not mandatory. You don't have to be doing that. But when you are in the business, acting is acting. So you could be doing on-screen, you could be doing web stuff, you could be doing just your voice. Either way, it's something that you can have in your artillery as a marketing tool. Now, it does have to be taken by a trained professional. I can't stress that enough, how much it has to be taken by a professional photographer. Not a friend, not a selfie or a cell phone, and no, not the Walmart photo studio. That does not count. They're not trained professional photographers, and what photographers are really good at knowing is their subjects. They are able to pull out from you the look and the feel that you want to convey with your portrait. What do I mean by that? Well, everyone has a style, and a sense of professionalism about them, or non-professionalism, whichever you might be. So they're able to look at a subject and see the best features. What's the best lighting to put them into? What is the best head tilt or smile or style of picture to convey across your professionalism and your style of voice? They'll be able to they will be able to narrow into that very quickly for you. Whereas someone taking a picture with a selfie, it's not really as high res as you need, and they don't have that that level of skill that a professional photographer has. It has to show your skills, your talents, your range, and your voice style. How can you convey that with a photo? Well, we don't always sound like the people image we look like. Wait, nope, that's backwards. We don't always sound like we don't always look like we sound. Giving your photo builds your trust with your client, puts a face to the voice for a new studio that might be entering into. And after all, they need to know it's you when you're coming into the studio, and they'd like to be able to greet you properly upon your arrival. It may even be a security thing. So having a professionally done photo for that sort of situation, and I've run into this, you need to be able to have a photo you can readily give. You don't want to give out a selfie. It does not look professional. It is, yes, it's a personal thing, but this is not the time to have selfies. Definitely not. Like I said, it builds that trust not only with the studio, but your casting director, your agents. Agents are used to handling photos and resumes. And yes, they're going to market you to the voiceover market, but like I said, there's other markets they could be getting you out to for other works. Has to reflect your brand and your style. That's right. How do you sound to your clients? How have your clients described your voice when you're voicing for them? Are you warm and trustworthy? Are you believable? Are you conversational? Are you wild and wacky? What is your voice style? But that has to be reflected in the photo. So no zany selfies need not apply. Thank you very much. This is not the spot where you want to be putting on your social networks a picture of your dog and a Pokemon. No, that is not where you need to be. It needs to be you, yourself, and a good representation of how you want to be perceived within the industry itself. So keep it professional. Definitely keep it professional. Business professional attire, dress for success, basically. That's what it's all about. This is your image within the industry. This is a first peek at you as a voiceover, and how you're perceived is going to be half the battle. And we'll get to the first impressions and images a bit later. It should be stylish, it should be trendy, with color, not bland and boring. You need to be able to keep up on the trends as much as possible, and really not the hippest trends, the ones there that are kind of out there. You want to be hippest trends as much as possible, but professional. If it's not business attire, don't wear it. Don't do it. So no low cut, no cleavages, keep them puppies covered. No wild and wacky hats and hair accessories or hairstyles. That just doesn't suit here. That's great if you're doing it on your personal Facebook and it's for your friends. Yeah, you know what, go all out, be all zany as you want there. But when it comes to your business pages and your social networks and an actual headshot that you need to give to an agent in order to get jobs, or to a studio or a casting director to get considered for a job, you want it to be top shelf level professional. If you're stuck for a style, just kind of look around in the industry. Pick up some People magazines or some fashion magazines. Get an idea. Start a scrapbook of things that you like and start putting them together in combinations, and then going from there, looking for items that are similar to what you see, and put together a wardrobe for yourself. If you don't have it, start building it. It's not that hard to do. Now you need more than one shot, and guys, as we've been saying, clothes make the man and or the woman, and being in a suit or just a nice tie and a nice short, that is great. These shots here are some examples. You got some casual, you've got a full piece suit, or you just have a suit, no tie, and a nice shirt. That's fine too. It's a great presentation for a VO in their headshot or in any shots. Professional, clean. Here are the ladies again. Dresses, some nice jewelry, a suit perhaps. That works as well. Why not? It works great, looks great, and you're sure that the way you're being perceived and coming across is going to be much more of a professional business person, because after all, you are in voiceover. It is a voiceover business. You're not just here as a hobby. It is a business. Now, it doesn't mean you have to go all out and be formal like you're going to a wedding or to the ball. This is not the time for that. But business attire and professional. Here are some examples. Now, the picture has to engage the person that's looking at it. This little guy is such a cutie. Big smile on his face. Those eyes are just popping right out at you. Look at that. He's adorable. This guy would be snapped up by Disney or Pixar in a second. But it's a good headshot. Nothing else around him. It's just him as a subject, white background, that blue makes him pop, brings out those eyes. Those are the types of things you want to look for. Now look at this one. She is amazing. Those eyes just kind of drag you in and pull you into the picture. Great headshot, close up. You get to see who she is. Just drags you in. Eyes are the windows to the soul, don't forget. So that is one good thing. And a good photographer knows how to bring these out. Here's a nice close-up. Professional, clean attire again, up against a white wall. If you really have to do it yourself, these are some kind of things that you can do. A clear white background. The clear background really allows the subject to pop in the picture. So it's a good idea to have minimal background if you can. If not, at least a background suitable to the studio. Now, this young fella here, here's a picture. I would hire this guy for a Shakespearean play, just based on the photo alone. Now, that brings us to the first impressions. It's engaging. It's engaging photo. It's not the normal full color. And I did say no bland, pouring black and white, but this actually makes it pop. If this is the target, if you're looking to target maybe Shakespearean plays, you want to do some of the older style, this is the type of photo you might want to come across with. It all relates back to what's your style, what's your niche, where in the voiceover industry are you going for. That can be taken into your photo and relayed through the photograph itself. Now, this lovely lady, this one just kind of caught my eye. Her eyes draw you immediately in. It's not the bland one white background. This is a professionally shot photograph. It has a lovely backdrop. It has a lovely backdrop and allows you to see that the gray is almost like a vignette. It narrows it in. It's darker on the outside, lighter in the center, which actually halos around the subject, which is absolutely perfect because it is accentuating who you want to be looking at in this picture, which is the voiceover talent that we want to get recognized. Now, first impressions can work against you. Some people say, oh, I just put an animated character on mine. Okay, that works great if animated characters are all you are doing. That's the only situation that I can think of that an animated character could possibly work for a VO. I may be wrong. I don't know. Maybe there's lots of you out there who are using them. I have used them myself as well, but went to a headshot. I mean, you have to have a headshot to get an agent anyway. That's just kind of a given. You have to treat your photo like your business cards, just as much. It has to be top-notch, top shelf. It has to be done professionally. And it has to be good, high quality, high res. You can put them out digitally. It's not saying you have to print out a bunch of photographs and have them all sitting there ready to hand out, because you're never going to give all of those out. It's not going to work. But what you do have to do is make sure that they are top quality to be able to hand out. Like I said, going back to where you're going to use it, you know, your agents, your talent directories, your casting directories, your studio rosters, they specifically need good quality. Your social media profiles is another good place, but what you should do is have a couple of them. You should have one main one that you are consistently using all over the place. Those are the ones that you attach to your resumes and you give to these people. Then you can post it up on your social media profiles, but have secondary ones as well that you can use. It just adds a little more flavor. The secondary ones is where you can show a little more personality. So it's not the bland, boring, you know, you're not hiding behind a fake smile kind of thing. Maybe it is an action shot of you in the studio, but by a professional. So you at the mic, but done by a professional photographer. That's a great idea. Why not put that, incorporate it into your photo repertoire, as it was. And social media platforms are going to be the place to put those photos in particular. Now, if you're looking for something for the freelance sites and things like that, that's sort of a catch-22. If you're on the platforms and you need a photo for that, sure, you can use your professional photo if you like. Some people prefer not to be known that they're even on the freelance sites, so they use you know, a bland, just a regular stock photo kind of thing. That's good too, but if you're doing all of your marketing efforts, you should have it everywhere, except, and this is the big exception, I don't think your headshot should really be on your voiceover website. Now, why is that? You're giving it out to everybody else, it's on your social profiles, that's great. But a potential client, you have to remember, these are clients coming in worldwide to a website, and hopefully you have one. If not, see me. But your voiceover website is not where you want that to go, because back to the first impressions, a casting director could potentially come in, see you there, and say, oh, he's too young, he's too old, you know, too whatever, too ethnic, of whatever ethnicity. Our biases sort of filter in on first impressions, so that is not where you want that coming in. You might think that kicks in as well for casting directors and sites, and it does a bit. But that's why you have your demos there to back you up. But when they're coming into your website, your specific website, that's your big marketing tool, where you have all your demos and everything playing immediately. That is where you want to have your demos be your actual calling card. Because yes, as a voiceover, your demo is your main marketing tool. Your photograph is going to be a secondary or third marketing tool to use as well. You can maybe have it that you send your picture to them post being hired. I've seen VOs do that as well. I've actually been requested to have that. That was kind of interesting. Because sometimes when you get hired by a client, they will add you to their roster, which is great, and they like to keep your photo on file. Again, going back to the directories and the castings. So it's kind of nice for the studio rosters to have that on file for their VOs. And it can be worldwide, so don't get put off by that if you get asked for that. It's just something that I've seen a few studios do. It's definitely not something that's widely done, that I've come across yet, but it has happened. So there you go, just a few tips on some photos. Keep it professional. Dress for success, basically, in your photo. Have it done by a photographer and not a friend or family member. If you're stuck, I've had people say, well, just starting out, don't have the budget, I don't want to go spend $300 on a photo shoot. It's not saying you have to spend $300 on a photo shoot at all, or $1,000 or even $100, $200. But it's an investment in you and your business. Have the confidence in yourself so that you can be as successful as possible in your voiceover business. And being professional, being seen as a professional, being someone with all the tools that you need that are a business level, your accounting, your photography, your customer service, all of them are going to help you to be even more successful. And that is the key thing that I want to help you with in just putting this out here, is that your photographs, your resume, your business approach, everything leads to your success. And you can definitely be successful. You just have to have the determination to get out there and get it done. And that is, that is the top thing that you need to do. So if you want to get an agent, if that's part of your drive, your goal for this year, get a headshot, get a resume, get them together, and get them out to the agents who might be hiring. Not hiring, but who might be looking for your voice, and be able to get you hired by the studios that you want to be hired by. So that's it. That's all. Just headshots. Do you need them? Yes, you do. Get out there and get them on the go. And like I said, stay out of the Walmart. That's great for family photos, but not really for your professional photos. If you have a family friend or a family member who's maybe taking photography at college, that is a tip that I absolutely forgot. Take advantage of that. Say, hey, I need some professional shots done. Could you help me out? And then promote them as a new student of photography and let people know about them. If they're, I don't know what's going on here. If they're good, and they can give you a great project, that's great. Gives them experience for class, gives you some professional photos as well. It's always good when we can help each other out, definitely. Well, I've been chit-chatting here for a while. I am going to get off of here, and hopefully you will get some headshots. If you want to shoot some to me, let me know. Let me see what you're doing. Love to hear from you all. Leave your likes and your comments below. Let me know what you're up to. Don't forget to like and subscribe if this has helped you out at all. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me and ask me and let me know. I'll get a video shot out for you and probably email you back. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day. Get out there and make that VO magic happen.